Hello, hello. I was just managing a short, so I have the disclaimer a little bit longer on. Yeah, I'm still short biased for this session, so I'm just looking at are we going to retrace a little bit more to the upside and then make that move to the downside later in the PM session, or are we just going to consolidate? Because we've had quite a bit of move today. Eh? It was a nice day. I hope everyone got a nice trade. Yeah. Let's get this on. Here we go. Yeah. So if you look at these, what did it leave behind, right? Chart here. So this equal lows here. Um, yeah, so I entered a trade right on the retest of this candle here. So I'm in it right now. Got to manage it properly to make sure that doesn't wake up or something and go against me. I guess we'll push. Good. Um, got a really large insect here now. Hey, yeah. Starting to get summer here. Trying to get out of this. Let me sort out this insect. That's a huge one. Let me just do that because make sure it doesn't crawl over my feet. That was a nasty one, really. Okay. Yeah, yeah. Did you get that thing out of the concrete? Yeah, very big bug. No, I'm sitting at home. Okay. Going on. What is going on? Oh, here it is. Let's get this. Update it. Okay, this needs to. I'll get it. No, it's here. I'll update it. Hey, you're nasty. Sleep. Somewhere in the bush. I'm gonna get a lot more of that. I'm afraid of them, but it's just, when we're just sitting there, for some reason, it's just, I guess because I put some bottles with juice around it on the floor, just when it gets wet, just have these little drops, and I think it's soothing, it attracts them. I just don't want them running over my feet. You cannot be afraid of insects and bugs around here. Really not. Um, yeah. Uh, guess that was an odd start of a stream, right? Running around with a pet. Babe, it's already out. Yeah. Okay. No bugs, no insects. Let's get back to trading. Okie dokie. Um, what time is it? 4 past 1. Hello, hello. I would love to know how, if anyone's in, just like sharing what they've been trading and how they've been doing today. So I love these days because, I just passed two challenges with one trade, right? And it's fun that next they have this rapid challenge and you don't have any consistency rules. So then you can just easily just go and just have those large moves. Um, so these days are awesome for that, to do that, to pass challenges. Um, yeah. Now the only thing is like, are we going further up? This is the first percentage fair value gap of today, on the 3 minute. Let us have a look on the 1 minute. Let's get rid of these lines. Um, uh, you see, and the 1 minute is right over here. I would like to see that retested, if it's going to go down. And that would also be that 3 minutes is right over here, below midnight. And let's calculate that. Uh, okay. Okay, you see the first percentage per value gap on 3 minutes is exactly in this zone. Um, so that's interesting. Keep an eye on. On the other hand, in this model, the high of this volatility range is here. So will it make it to that in this, or are we going to go up? Are we even going to go up there? I don't want to give back any money today, so I want to be very careful with any trades. I do want to take a trade, obviously. Um, if there's an opportunity to have a solid trade with good risk reward, definitely going for it. We do have the FOMC minutes at 2 Eastern. They're not that, it's not really that significant in the sense of the other FOMC meeting. So I guess also, are there any people speaking? There's no Powell's not speaking, but any other. And tomorrow there is Jackson Hole Symposium, so that will most likely be a very weird price action, seek and destroy. Unemployment claims is at 8:30, I believe. FOMC meeting. Yeah, there's one speaker, Bostic, who's at 3 p.m. Eastern. Yeah. Well, we'll see. We'll see. She figured out today, figured out the measuring gap and higher time frame if that works. So I was wondering, this would be the measuring gap for this move on the 4 hour. What I've understood from ICT, you take the bottom of that range and then it should be five. That's the measuring gap. Close to that end wall. Breaker of gap here. This is the gap. Measuring gap is a lot. Could go back into the measuring gap, right? But it doesn't. It should not go over the 50%. And we haven't seen any of that yet. So we could see. Wouldn't be surprised if we go up all the way into that gap. And then tomorrow on a final change at 8:30, it could make its way down again. It needs to be something, right, for tomorrow. We can't have everything today. It's been a good day. Yeah, so let's see. We also have a breaker here on the 5 minute. So it's a valid change in the state of delivery. Looking at this chart here. Breaker, just boom, up again, to the trend, left 55, back up to the open, back up to the market open. Yeah, it looks like we are going further up. So should be good for session. 15 just checking if that big bug is not coming. So my door's open, my balcony door, so anything can come flying in or coming. It's really nice that summer is starting. be honest. I just, so it's winter here, it's opposite than Europe right here. Winter is literally, it just means that the nights are a bit cooler. Daytime is still very, we still have the sun and upper 20s. But the moment summer starts, you get like the mosquitoes and the insects, and I haven't had that, but obviously my studio lights here, so I might start to see that. So that will be interesting to see how that goes. Yeah. So initially, I was actually short biased for tonight. I thought, okay, we have to see left gets equal, low, so right. So that definitely, it's not like an intermediate low or high to define the end of a dealing range, I would think. So in order to finalize a whole range, you want to see a nice width. We haven't seen that yet. But the question is, how far up are we going to go? Are we going to go more up? Are we going to consolidate? Or are we going to move down? We just have to wait a little bit more. Be patient. If anyone has questions about the lead candles and stuff that's on my screen, please ask. I'll be more than happy to elaborate on it. This is an indicator that uses volatility ranges and lead candles and time period, so helps me a lot about trading. So for example, the 1034 is always very interesting. When the 1034 prints and you want a good long, it always gives you opportunity to go below it a little bit, and then when you see a candle go through 1034, you can just enter it, and then but preferably you can already enter along here. I was already done trading because I made so much, I had such good trades with this move down. I just wanted to break, get some food, so I wasn't interested in getting long. But if you would have missed this trade, this 1034 root candle, with the moment it prints and it goes below it and you see displacement going back through it, it's a very high probability that you can enter along there and get caught long. Then you have your breaking, you can add some more. I have a lot on my chart. I know. I need to figure out a way to. Um, so I would love some. If anyone has feedback, like is it too much or it needs to be cleaner than this? What's on my chart is already too much. I would really love to know what people would want to see, or if they like the information or not. So that's something I'm hoping to get so I can improve. See, I have a black candle here. Yeah. So I'm not in the trade right now. Look at those juicy flat bottom candles here. One, two, five. Are they flat? Pretty flat. Those are magnets. open 150. Oh, okay. You can't see it properly. It's not yet. Kind of, there's a bit small. Oh, okay. This was a very, this is just a few ticks. This one's very interesting to me. The price would close above this purple line. I might get interested in a long, but preferably have one of those above here. So you see this purple, this gray boxes. So this is the AMRP low. This is the volatility range on the low side, and then this is the AMRP high. So technically, when it's been working its way in this area, it's a very high probability within this time slot. So this is until 1409, 1407. It will make its way up and it will go into this zone. Because normally it uses both ranges. Um, so it uses the same range from 9 of these sessions back. So it calculates itself. And the normal range is 77. And we've only done 65 so far, so we still got 8 to go. But we can overextend, obviously. 62, so that, yeah, so that gives you some indication that it already ran for most of the part. It has still some juice on average. Um, but then if it would use the data correctly, there could be a possibility that it just goes into this area here and stuff. Right? Insects are coming. That's good. Summer's starting. So just do it. I moved here in winter time here, so I haven't had this. That's like 3 months ago, so it was still winter. So this is my first summer in this spot. I'm actually on the coast, normally in the bush more, and I'm on the coast. Yeah, there we go. Now what are these ones? These are my 1202s. I extend that at Y, and they are really very powerful. Help me to know what price is coming. This indicates if you see these, you can expect some chop. Questions on that? I will be love to elaborate, go deeper into it. Just to be you have to be patient. It really helps because I'm streaming, and it just helps also for myself to be more disciplined and to be more, looking for better trade setup. So it's nice to do this as well. I started a London session today. I had to delete this thing, by the way. Um, there was too many things going wrong. I had cats fighting, cats jumping on the desk. I just deleted it at some point. Like, oh, this is just a complete disaster. Keep that. Um, but I actually thought because of the Jackson Hole Symposium, no news today, I thought it was going to be just a scalping day. But then I remembered that my best weeks are always the third week of. Hey, I was in the third week of the month, and last week we obviously had a lot of consolidation. It was very difficult. So, um, a lot of people always say, "Oh, when there's no news, you cannot expect big news," but that's not true. It just really depends on what week. Are we in week three? Was week two very were we basically consolidating all week? You can really expect good move. GG. Not again today. I don't want to delete the stream. I don't know. Just they seem to know that you're streaming or doing something and not giving them attention, and they just sort of like, it's so spoiled. It's so spoiled. Really. That's funny. It is so funny. Little monster. Okay. So, what do you guys think? The 130 move consolidation, or will it manipulate already up to the side, or will it do that after two? We had a lot of movement, nine stuff all the way and then down and then all the way back up. So I think we'll be okay to have some consolidation, right? We can accept that. Oh, you're going to do. You're so naughty. Every time when I'm sitting down on the desk, you're going to be noisy. Can't do that. Stop locking you out. We are in chop, chop, chop city. See if we can. Oh, let's have a look at the wiki profile because we are in Tuesday now. Right? So we did take out last month. Monday. Are we going to get a I had a very good document on that all of that. Yes. Yeah. Oh my God. Come on, Gigi, no. Hey. Oh. Are you gonna start again? Are you kidding me? Um, well, midweek reversal. If we would get a reversal, that would have been then this reversal that we got. That would be midweek reversal. Or we're going to get one more leg down and we're going to get Thursday counterpoint week. Um, or it's just going to be expansion. It's not really expansion week because it means that with Monday we're already in, Tuesday we're starting to really, well, it could be classic expansion week still. Anything? It's definitely not a consolidation reversal week so far. um, I would say either we have a, today's already the midweek reversal, or we're going to have a Thursday counter trend week. See how it's going to these levels, right? So I see all these YouTubers, but everybody's like advertising with being part of top firms and giving these giveaways. And I guess that's the way to go forward, but that's not what I really. I would be rather be more focused on this content and not be about giveaways and stuff like that. It's just so distracting, I guess. And just I don't know if that's really. But it seems like everyone is doing that. Just making it about the prop firms and using their code and things like that. I get that. I mean, at some point, I haven't been even really getting to that, but for me, it's just about getting everything sorted and improving just sort of being, getting the stream up and running, brand and stuff like that. But yeah, and I read those chats and they're all about, just very simple questions that they can look up. So a lot of time, the streamers are just about, it's just about those prop firms. And obviously I trade prop firms too, but I don't want it to be all about the prop firm. It just seems to be like, that's the thing what people navigate to. It's quite a bit, to be honest. I just noticed that. I just thought, okay, let me have a look, what's going on in the streaming, because obviously we have, Tanya and Luke, regulars that already know. But I never saw. I mean, I never was really interested myself um, in exchange where it's mainly about folk firms, just talking about it and stuff like that. But anyway, just something I noticed. And I definitely don't want I do want to offer some advantages. Obviously, we'll have a community, but I'd rather have a community that's more interested in really trading and knowledge what and knowledge base. Slowly grinding up. We're gonna go into first percentage. See, midnight is above it as well, right? And it's not only the first percentage from AM, there's also one here, and that would be the daily open. Why is that color? I'm going back and forth. This has to be the girl. To be. So this level has my interest. Also, you can see it gets above something else. Okay, I'm getting in now because we're getting close to the 15 minutes, even though it probably doesn't have a lot of impact. But I just want to retest at this level here, and then we'll reassess if we're getting a short, or it's going to go into consolidation, or it's going to go up further. If it's a Wednesday reversal, then I guess then it's just going to go up. There's a lot to go up to. Okay, to got this. Go to take a look at the weekly. Let's have a look at the monthly too. Okay, now look at that. That's interesting. Um, it's the 20th, so we have it's August. 21 days now. do the manipulation. On the monthly, if this will be the manipulation, 0.5 is odd. So exactly 1.25. Yeah, I'm quite confident that we're going into this zone here right now. Um, I'm not in a trade at the moment. I'm just thinking about time, in the macro, and could just watch around a little bit here before it goes there. So on the monthly, this catches my eye as well here. See this fair value gap? Fair value gap on the monthly. Um, what, no, actually the fair value gap and then go higher. Yeah, to the percentage. Okay, let's get to the. So we've got this low here, this big, what is equal low? What is this? So if we go down about 800 points into this 1,000 points and more time. See, the monthly already took out the other month's low or high. I'm sorry. We hit a certain. This is the 1.25 for some reason. Really, it's a point of a reversal in many occasions. So I use the 1.25. I just started noticing that. So just try it. Just go try it out. Um, and yeah. So we go from external into internal. So right now we're moving up, but yeah. Now This monthly open, previous monthly open is important level 359. So that will be around this, exactly this. So let's see if it rejects right over here, that purple line as well. If it goes all the way up there. So for the rest of the month, this will become my objective. This fair value gap. Okay, so we're rejecting now the AMLP level, but I'm still not going to get it done. Oh, where's my mic? You could hear me, by the way. I had moved everything because of the cats. So, and it's on. Yes, it's on. So how many trading days do we have left in this month? Says tomorrow. So 1, 2, and then 5. So 7 more days. Well, that's, I mean, if you think about it, let's have another look. Let's go to the mid of the fair value gap. Let's say make it 1,000. We have 7 more days. It's not that much, right? We have some days of consolidation. Yeah. So the end of the month will be somewhere around here and go back up maybe. We'll see. But then again, I could be wrong. It could be that it just goes up and then this keeps on going, right? But it's not going to go into the fair value gap anytime soon. But I'm bearish until it goes over this. If it does go over the monthly open, then I'm just then I might turn bullish. But till now, until that level is not hit, I'm staying bearish. Yeah, let's go. Okay, let's see if we can get some information on the daily. Equal on the daily gap, gap. Order block. And look at this. A bullish breaker retest. This is a unicorn on the weekly, right? I did not see that. So let's make it. We want to retest of the basically the same. So this will be on a weekly level, the retest of a breaker, and then it goes back further up. I'm definitely bearish now. And this will be, I will definitely keeping an eye on this level somewhere, and then go long from that area, unless it really disrespects it. So keep an eye on this one on the weekly level. Breaker, fair value gap, unicorn setup. Here we go. Okay. That was some higher time frame analysis for the rest of the month. My chair is squishing a lot. Oh, that's sweet. Okay. I'm going to make a note about the weekly. Damn, and Q, are you already going down? You're not supposed to do that. Breaker, the value gap. High, go, higher high, retest, boom. Or are you going to disrespect it and just go down? Slowly going to reject from the purple box. So in this case, I'm going to wait for the next model here. So both my AMRP levels have been met and the model is overextended already. So here we're on the AMRP low level. You see there's an annual and it went all the way up and now it's going back down. No trades for me so far in this session. I'm just going to wait until after 2. Oh, that's not the breaker. It's the breaker. So it's you see it's rejecting exactly of the mid of the breaker, which is also the purple line. So get rid of the breaker. So this mid is exactly the same mid of the breaker, so we can keep that. Let's see if it doesn't go further down. This one. Almost 2. It's under 5. We did not reach into this level. You see, we did retest the monthly open again. But why did I not see that on this chart? Because I said I don't want it to go over the monthly. Ah, no close. Okay, gotcha. Okay, so we did go over. Obviously it went and then it went back. Okay. That could have been our bearish signal. Hey, passive income. Nice that you are chatting. Are you paper trading on NQ as well? Nice. Be careful though now. Are you doing, have you been studying ICT? Yeah, give me some background information. And if you have something specific you want me to go over, yeah, let me know. I love your name, by the way. Okay, so this is the first presented fair value gap for the PM session, the 130. We're going down. I mean, I think I'm entering a short, just a micro because I think I had this on my, here we go. So I was aiming these lows here. Yeah. I'm just going to let it ride down, just one micro. I think we're going to head down. So we did hit the monthly open, right? We hit the OTE level. We did not go into the first presented fair value gap. I'm just going to write it down. I'm in with one micro short. God, she just moves awesomely today. Just awesome. I just love it. We've had this volatility for such a long time. This is such a present. Really, I just love this. I'm just letting it run. Just one micro. It's just gonna go. Or is it gonna spike up again? Let me get to the 1 minute because I want to see the candles, how they are. Okay, you see how it rejects from the today's 12:02. So that requires some caution. Because I'm still interested in that first presented fair value gap though, but we did take out liquidity here. You can see there was the monthly open that I pointed out, and then it just started. Displacement, we have a breaker here now. Let me just point out the breaker. Low, high, lower low, so we can consider this. We can consider this a breaker too. And we already had the retest. No, this is not a breaker because there's nothing below it. This one, yeah. Did we retest this? Yes. Okay. And up below. We could see some volatility coming in at 1409. All right. Just very nice volatile again. I love it. Now, now where can I am still live, right? Okay. Passive income, if you have any questions, specific questions, let me know. If you have any ICT questions you would like me to get into, yeah, just ask. So, see, these boxes, they really help me. So now we have a retest of that 1202 level. And the question is, are we going further back up or are we going down? Yeah, no worries. I'm happy to, that's why I'm started this channel, to connect and especially to help others and, just grow together and get better at what we're doing. How long have you been studying ICT so far? Oh, I'm so short biased. I just want to. Let's see, did we get a retest of the breaker? Yes. So the only thing that I would have liked to see in this situation is that we printed the first presented fair value gap from the PM session, so the 131. We went above it, and here we went below it, but nobody, and then we went into it, and now we left it again. I just would like to see a little wick, just like that, boom. That will give me a little bit more confidence for the short. So just this in here. Does it through? And the 5. Okay, 5 is here. Oh, it looks so bearish. Yeah. Beautiful. Wow, okay. I love paper trading. Yeah, it takes a while before I mean, it's I've studied ICT 2 years really extensively. The moment somebody told me about him, and I was like, what can it be? And then I started getting into it, and then I thought, oh my God, this is just, I can really calculate things and find the logic behind every move. And I just deep dive into it. I studied every day and for 2 years extensively, and still, you know, it's a lot, but you can just focus on one or two things. I love the breaker, for example, but some people only trade the fair value gaps, for example. But then I added time, because time and ICT does go into time, the macros, but there is so much more into time. And for me, that was also like a building block. So yes, I'm ICT based, but time has become more important to me. And so I combined the two. But yeah, I mean, ICT is it. I mean, you don't need anything else, and it's free. And people don't believe you if you say, yeah, the best things in life are free. And in this case, I guess for a trader, it is. I think so. Yeah, I've tried many other things, TPO, and volume profile, those things, but there was so much missing. Yeah. Um, so for me, it's a valid short now because we had displacement, we had a breaker, we had a retest of the breaker. But we're outside of macro now, obviously. Because we had so much movement already today. Yeah, so what I do take entries from the. I also have another chart. I haven't connected my trade of eight with my trade of eight with the trading view. So I do take those on the 1 minute. I've got many. So normally what I do, I scroll a lot through all different tabs, and I try for this when I stream not to do that. So I just try to have one screen on. But I go over, I look at the weekly, monthly, because we're getting to the end of the month now. 15-minute, I do look at the 15-minute for specific intraday analysis. And why do you see me change between 3 and 5 and 1 on this one? That's because of these levels of the first presented fair value gap, because they differ obviously. If you go to the 1, 3, and 5, you see they're in different places. And I noticed that sometimes if I go on the 3 with specific price action, it's more accurate. So that's why I scroll between those. Do you use the first presented fair value gaps? I can highly, highly, highly recommend you to automate those because you can have an indicator and they're so helpful. So I have the Asia one, I use the one around midnight, the one that's around, so the PM session, the AM session, so I've got 4 of them. And yeah, they really help me. And especially when we have a manipulation move, sometimes you have a big wick and it just goes boom into one of those, and then you can just enter and go back further down or up. Was it 12th of August? I can show you. It was a really beautiful example. I think it was around this date somewhere. Let me see if I can find it. Let me go to the 5. Switch this off. I go to 12. So these are all these lines here. So I use the 4 o'clock a lot, as you can see. Daily open, midnight. Here it is. You see this manipulation move here on Tuesday the 12th? It went right into the daily open one. So this kind of manipulation moves, like you see this one here, boom, goes into that. And once you start using them, you'll see that as well. Are we going down? Let me quickly go back to the... So that's the downside of TradingView. When I move around, I have to look at that. Yeah, I was short biased already for before I got on. Well, I'm still in a short, 1 micro. And I'll share a little secret then why I'm so... you see this level, this is an old 1202, right? And we have a double bottom here, and it didn't touch this level. So this one has my attention already from when we start going back up. Now, it doesn't have to go there now, right? It could do it tomorrow because we already had so much movement. So, but this level definitely has my attention. Also, because I have some other confluences, calculations I made. And like we just saw that we hit the monthly open, right? We retested the monthly open and we went further back down. So I think we are done with the move up for now. We could see consolidation, but yeah, doesn't have anything to do now further up. You see this monthly open here? Boom. Rejection into it, down. Where are you from, by the way? There we go. So I'm just aiming for this. This is my the level where I'm aiming for, 23,031. Just 1 micro. I already I had a really good day today, so I'm just on. I'm sort of like just taking it easy now. Tennessee, nice. I've got family in Houston. I used to go there a lot, but my uncle passed away 2 years ago, and my aunt, she's still there. Yeah, I love the US. Yeah, let me know if you want to see the indicator. So, do you use the first presented fair value gap? I mean, I guess ICT does go into the AM session, right? That one, and he tells you we used the 931, but when you have news like 813 news, then you use the 931. So what I did, I'll show you. I mean, and especially if you are getting back into it, you have to use this indicator. So it's called First FUG from Joshua. And this is how I set them up. I've got 4, so I've got 2. I had put them twice on my so I use the 6 o'clock one, so that's the daily open. Are we going back up now? Yeah. The 931, and then the London session is very important, and I extend them over the day. So these 3, And then I've got another one where I have the 6 o'clock. Did I not have that one on there? Oh, I do. Which one am I missing? Oh, the 1:30. Yeah, here we go. The 1:30 and till 2 o'clock. Now, I saw someone on X, he posted the first FUG from the week. And I guess we could do that for the month as well, right? It's all fractal. So let's have a go, because I actually never used that one. Let's go to the week and let's see. I guess we have to go to the daily to get the weekly one. Yeah, we could use this as an inversion, right? So we've gone down. Interesting. Can you hear those frogs? Extremely loud. So what are you using now when you trade? What's your model? What are you do you have a few, or are you focusing on one specific PD array? Now, it would have been too good to be true, right? When we have a nice move down, nice move up, and we get another move down in this session. That's just a lot to ask for, I guess. So, hmm. I'm still in the short. I'm still. Um, 2:30. Wanted to see go below this purple box. No, just go down, just go down. I need to go back to the 1 minute here. Yes, so you want to see the 1 minute candles print. Now what's this level? Get rid of this one. Yeah. I'll just wait to the one more macro and then I'll call it a day. I mean, we can expect chop and a little bit of consolidation, right, after so many. And also, you can see here, we had consolidation here. Hmm. might make its way now back up to the. Yeah, I just see beautiful. It created some liquidity here, so it's a nice long now too. This could be a nice, I call it a scalp, but it's still a nice trade. So it created here 10. It is time to get a little bit careful now because of the Jackson Hole Symposium, and price action will be very fickle. And according to my journals, it's just I'm not sure why, to be honest, but price action is just it gets very seek and destroy-ish. So maybe this is time also to really stop trading and just look at studying what you're already doing. I should just stop even looking for a trade at this moment. According to some people also on X, I had in my journal with a question mark about Jackson Hole Symposium, like why is price action so weird? And even though we had unemployment claims at 8:30, which is a red folder news, it was really, really hard to get good trades, and the distributions were not really at that point. And then this week I read on X somebody posted, oh, Jackson Hole Symposium, be careful and treat it the same like NFP week. Basically because there's overlap, seek and destroy, environment. I'm like, okay, that's funny because I have that in my notes, but I didn't know why. So apparently it is a thing, Jackson Hole, and I think ICT said it at some point as well, but I never heard it. So tomorrow and Friday, be very careful. Well, you're paper trading anyway, but yeah, don't expect too much. And I'll still go online just to watch and to just go over analysis and things like that. So I like to do that anyway. So I think I'm going to leave it at this for now, and let me just see what price is doing. I'd like to watch the candles and just watch that price action. But yeah, so it's going. Just want to see if it goes into this 130 presented fair value gap. It's so interesting how they work as magnets, right? Look at it going, beautiful. See, it created this liquidity here. It goes down into the 1202, and then it goes right up to that level. At the macro, most likely. Did it take out the liquidity yet? No, it did not. Oh, I did make a little wick here. See that? Normal flat body. Hmm. I think I'm going to leave it at here. We don't want to overtrade. There's nothing really to. You can always watch and look at the price action, but there's really no point in staying in too long. So I'm going to leave it here. And I want to thank everybody who joined today. It was such a pleasure chatting with you guys, and just yeah, hope to see you tomorrow again or somewhere else later this week. And wish you a pleasant day, and hope to see you soon again. Bye bye for now.